Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Oracle webinar on Oracle Goldengate technology. My name is Dermot Murray. I work for an Oracle partner called Inoapps. We work with Oracle in facilitating some of these webinars today. So I will be your host for today. I'm also joined by Carsten. Carsten, one of the principal sales consultants from Oracle, specializing in the Goldengate technology. Are you there, Carsten?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks.
Good morning. Just a bit of admin for everyone. I hope you're all successfully able to hear and see all the slides today. We also have the ability to take some questions from the floor on your control panel. You should all have a question box in the bottom right-hand corner. If anybody has any questions that are relevant to today's presentations, then just pop the questions in there. They'll come through to my control panel here, and then I'll relay those through to the audience, and hopefully Carsten will be able to answer those questions for us. We are recording the webinar today, so we will process that and then publish it up on our website. We'll send a link out to everybody that attended today and also those that weren't able to join us. So you'll be able to review the contents of today's webinar at your leisure or pass on to any colleagues of yours that may be interested. At that point then, I'm going to hand over to Carsten, and let's hear all about Goldengate.
Okay, thank you. So good morning, everybody. I'm a consultant for Goldengate for more than 3 years, and today we want to cover one of the major areas where Goldengate is used for, which is high availability in terms of zero downtime operations. So I try to move forward this slide. Oh, okay. So first we will talk about what we understand under high availability, what kind of different states of availability we can have, and how Goldengate can help with them. Then we will have a look into Goldengate's products for this, namely Goldengate, and then see how that can be used to ensure high availability. And finally, we will have a case study of one of our largest customers, which is Research in Motion in the USA. So when we talk about high availability, most of the time people think about first the unplanned outages, which is of course a catastrophic disaster. We can lose our whole data, which would harm a lot of disease to our business. So we definitely have to protect us against a complete system failure or data failure using a standby or at least a backup and a recovery mechanism. The problem with the recoveries is, of course, they take time. So if we use a large standby, we can reduce the outage time and keep our system available for the minimum and to reduce the downtime to a minimum of a few seconds for switching over to the standby. I think most of us know this technology and have something in place from the database vendors or with some hardware solutions for that. But there's much more to regard when we talk about high availability. And much more important point are the unplanned outages. The planned outages. Sorry, Andrew, why can I not? Okay, the slide is moving. Good. So we're talking about planned outages now, which occur much more frequently, and they are always they always happen when we think about installing patches, installing upgrades to our database, to our operating system, maybe for migrations, if we think that our hardware is not sufficient anymore, if we want to move from one operating system to another or to a newer version, or if we want to move the database, for example, from a non-Oracle system to an Oracle database. Any kind of these maintenance windows cause some downtime, and they do it regularly. So that really causes damage to our business during the time these outages take place. Instead of the unplanned outages, which we have to protect us for, but usually they don't occur very often, so they don't disrupt our business that often than the planned outages do. And then there is a third category of availability, which I call the semi-availability. Basically, the system is up and running. Physically, it does work, but the answer time, the response time, is so slow that we as users of this system would consider this system to be not available. We don't like how long it takes to answer, like 5 minutes or so. This is kind of unavailability. And this can happen, for example, when we have much more demand to the system right now than it was designed for when it was set up. I will just give you an example. In the travel industry, for example, the booking systems for air flights or ships or whatever, they were connected just to the travel agencies, which was then a few 10,000 connections to the booking system. But when we reached the age of Internet and we opened up the system through web pages to the public, then everybody could access our system, and everybody did actually access our system for looking for flights. And this caused now millions of accesses and millions of connections to our system, which causes a lot of overhead, a lot of traffic on our system just for querying data. A lot of us look for a flight from different airlines at different times, at different days, to see which flight is the cheapest to go there if we have some flexibility in our travel plans. But so it takes a lot more queries until we really book one of these flights. And the travel agency, the travel industry is talking about a ratio of 1,000 to 1. So 1,000 lookings before someone does make a booking. And this is a lot of traffic on our processing system, which is just for querying data. And we offer something here to reduce this, to make our system more available again, more or faster responding to all the traffic. So, okay, there's what I want to offer today is to show you Goldengate and how it can solve with just one solution, how it can cover all three areas of availability issues. So here we've got some numbers which we have taken from Gartner, and it doesn't matter really if you agree all to the specific numbers measured for different industries, but I think we can all agree on that every hour of downtime of our systems does cost something. It disrupts our business. Our employees may not be able to work anymore. Our customers may not be able to access the systems. So this does cause harm. This does cause actual costs to our business, and therefore it's very easy. As much as we can reduce the downtimes, we can easily save costs here by reducing these hours of non-revenue times. So if we agree on that, we can have a look at how can we reduce our downtimes, and there are several methods and instruments on the market. Some of them involve buying more hardware. Some of them involve technologies like RAID systems in the storage area. So if we have redundant disks, then we can avoid outages caused by a failure of a disk system. We can also have replications at the host level or the network level. These are all kind of hardware methods to avoid any outages there. As a second category, we may have some database replication tools coming from the database vendors, like Oracle offers DataGuard for this. Wonderful tool to protect your whole database. And then there's a new third category,